All right, we here, man. Late night stream, 12 a.m. Didn't really want to start this late, but had a busy day, man. Got off work, had to run some errands. So we just getting into it now, but it was some big news, man. A couple of things, actually, a couple of things revolving this, Kendrick and Drake situation, this ongoing situation. Now, I did a video last night about Pharrell responding to Drake in the Double Life joint, the Double Life record off the Despicable Me soundtrack. All right. And this whole series that I'm doing, y'all, it's really just to keep track of the beef. All right. Because I know I can tell I've been, paying attention to hip hop for a long time. This is not gonna end anytime soon. All right. Now, as I was saying that yesterday, we get some news last night. Now, a somebody got in contact with DJ Academics, who allegedly was helping use bots and using stream manipulation, all right, for Not Like Us. Okay, now before I get into this video, I want to say this. I don't know if this person is telling the truth or not. All right, they go by the name of Epic. Okay, that's the person you're gonna hear talking to DJ Academics. Now, if anybody in the chat, let me know about reacting to DJ Academics, because I've never, and this is not a reaction channel. I don't really react to what I see. These are things that I've already looked up and I already kind of know what I'm in the loop about. It's just things that I want to talk about that's in this video. So it's not like I'm reacting to it, but it's still kind of it's the same premise because I'm using clips in my video. All right, so even it being just up on the screen like this could potentially cause issues. So I don't know how long this is gonna stay up. I really, I'm kind of testing this out as far as the whole screen share thing and using other people's content on YouTube. So yeah, bear with me with that. All right, so not only that, okay, we also got word that it will be a Not Like Us video filmed this Saturday, okay? Also, the K Dot concert will be on the 19th, which is technically today now. All right, so a lot of stuff is going on, and I'm gonna have to make probably several videos this week. I'll probably drop a couple of videos tomorrow because more news is gonna come out. Now, getting back to this DJ Academic situation, right? This guy called DJ Academics with some information, and I'm just gonna play a little bit. Now, like I said, y'all, bear with me. I'm gonna have to keep stopping this. I don't know how much of DJ Academics content I can use. I'm testing it out. You feel me? We finna find out now. Trial and error type of thing. So again, let me just break it down a little bit again before I play the video. A stream botter whistleblower has come forward to admit that they botted Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar and names Kendrick Lamar's manager, Anthony Saleh. All right, so he gonna get brought into the fold too. You gonna hear why. So let's just get it started, and I'm gonna play a little bit of the video. Like I said, man, be prepared for me to keep stopping it because I don't want to get no type of copyright infringement or strike on my channel.
People who vetted you are right. You might have something in common with Kendrick Lamar. Am I right or not?
Yes, yes, and no, yes.
Okay.
Now, quickly, let me just say something real quick. I'm hearing that this person is a guy named Pat CC, who is a pretty popular YouTuber. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true. Now, it was people who, I was watching their content, all right? They were saying, this is Pat CC. All you got to do is listen to the voice. I said, okay, so I tried to go listen to the voice. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe it's Pat CC, maybe it's not. I can't really tell. I can't really tell. I can't tell. Let me know if y'all can know. All right, that's what I want to know. Let me know if y'all can tell. Let me know. Go look at a Pat CC video and listen to his voice and let me know if y'all think this is the same person. Because again, I couldn't tell.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of why you're on here, brother. Who are
Yeah.
you? And what do you do? And just explain yourself, okay?
Yeah. So you know, a lot of people know me online as Epic. Or I'm also known as like just Epic to the community.
Okay, so there you go right there. So his name is Epic. That's what people know him as. Have I ever heard of him? No. Now, this is not somebody who will probably be on my radar. From what this person is saying, they're in the tech business, they're in the tech industry. So, and this person claims to be a minor. This person claims to be under 18, I'm guessing. He said he referred to himself as a kid. So I'm guessing what? Under 18, I would think.
The Discord.
What are you known as?
Epic.
Epic.
That's
okay,
like my name, you know.
Okay. All right. And I know people are confused. They're like, all right, who the hell is this guy? Why would some people know you, and what is your story here, brother?
Yeah, so I do digital marketing, and I also worked for a couple of the top streamers. I also did a bunch of internet stuff in the past.
Okay, so he a digital market, he a digital marketer, and he works with top streamers. All right. Phantom is Phantom. What do you mean? I think the issue is how far-fetched it is. I don't think buying streams is far-fetched. I don't know. Let me know what you mean by that, but it's so little to know about this guy. That's where I'm getting my reservations from. Again, let me just say, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true. I don't know how reliable this information is. I don't know if DJ Academics is in on this. Hell, I don't know if Drake is in on this. All right. That could be a possibility. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just going off of what the rest of the internet is saying and what him and DJ Academics talked about in this interview.
Like, break that down. What do you mean digital marketing? Work for like what do you do? Like, just give me an example.
So for like artists, streams. So I'm big into the fake stream world, or you know, pushing out albums, releases, helping with unit sales, anything that has to do with Billboard or merch.
All right, now just listening to this, man, I need some other confirmation. Okay, I need some other confirmation. It's not a lot to know about this person, Epic. I looked up Epic. I tried to research it. I tried to look into it. It's nothing really about this person anywhere. Now maybe I missed it. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right area. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. He said he make nearly 500K each month in the stream. Yeah, I don't believe that either. Nah, that's I don't believe that either.
Sure, etc.
Okay, so let me kind of catch the chat up because we just started and I know you were waiting for a bit. They're confused. Okay, chat. I basically got told there's someone who is very integral behind the scenes.
Okay, let me kind of move forward a little bit to where they specifically start talking about Kendrick.
The people who bought streams, but you're saying they're cracking down on it. That's
and you would pretty much just replay that so it looks like it's a play, and you play it for at least a minute of the song, execute it.
Okay, so thinking about like how much streams are you bought? But go ahead.
Okay, he gonna give a breakdown of how it worked. This is kind of important too, so let's see what he's talking about here.
So yeah, so it really depends on who it is. Let's say it's somebody in the top 5. You're going to be botting 2 million, 3 million, maybe 6 million at a time, depending on what it is. If it's an album drop, if it's a release, if it's a single, it just depends. But when it comes to smaller artists, let's say they want 20,000 plays over 4 days. You're going to do like 2,000 one day, maybe drop it to 700. There's certain ways you have to do it. And there are certain people out there who know how to do it correctly. Spotify has been doing this. They haven't been doing this, but they've been cracking down on it.
Okay, that sounds believable right there. I think some of the information that he's saying is true. All right. I think some of the information that he's saying is true. If he is lying, then he has some type of experience in what he's talking about. Again, I don't know if he actually helped with Not Like Us. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if this person's telling the truth or not, but he sounds knowledgeable, at least in the fake streaming department. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
And there's certain ways that somebody has to bot, the song so it doesn't get detected or it doesn't get flagged. And it's also good when the bigger artists do it because it makes the site look better and it gives Spotify more ad revenue so they could charge more for ads and you get more time on the air. You know what I mean?
Okay, so now you're slightly contradicting yourself though, because you're saying that Spotify is in cahoots with the people who bought streams, but you're saying they're cracking down on it. That's like me saying I'm the cop that I'm working with the drug dealers, but I bust them when I catch them on the corner. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I meant for smaller artists. Yeah. And they do reach out and they do keep track of when they.
All right. So I believe that too. I believe Spotify don't give a fuck about shit like that. I believe that Spotify, to an extent, I'm not gonna say they help cook the numbers or manipulate the numbers or cook the books or whatever, but I think it's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell thing. Spotify knows this is going on. And hey, even if this is true, Kendrick Lamar is not the only person who does this. This is normal practice in the music industry. Manipulating streams, manipulating numbers, manipulating followers and likes and stuff like of that nature. That's normal. So this is not, I'm not, if this is true, I'm not condemning Kendrick Lamar for this. This though, the Not Like Us getting bots for that song is a little bit different because of the nature of the song. The optics of the song look like it's very organic. It looks like people love the song. It looks like the traction for Not Like Us is super organic. So to find out that bots was involved, yeah, that's kind of it make you ask questions. I'll say that.
Reach out. So hey, if something happens, they could be like, they could show the proof. Like, hey, we did end up reaching out to this person. Hey, we did ask them about it. Hey, they denied it. Hey, they said they just didn't give us a statement. So they keep track of all that.
Okay. All right. So give us an explanation. Like how does the process go?
So, okay, a label or an artist hits me up. They say, hey, we're doing a release this day. We want this many plays and we want it to happen this fast. And then I'd go into my software and then I'd put in like, I could either do it manually or I could do it automatically. It depends on how they want it or if they want it.
Okay, so far it sounds true. Again, I don't know if he's lying or not. This does sound correct though.
To look a certain way, if they want it to be from a different country, if the artist is from, let's say, the US, I'll do US based streams. Or if they want to do it if they're from Nigeria, I'll do from Nigeria, France, etc. So it just depends on what the person wants and how they want it, and that's how I would execute it.
Okay, so explain. I'm guessing you have an interface or a software, some dashboard, or something like that. Explain the science behind it, because for a stream to count on whether it's YouTube, Apple Music, or even Spotify, they're gonna need a device or an account, right? Some registered account with the app playing the song for at least 30 seconds before they count it as a stream. So how do you pull that off for millions of streams, right?
So I'll actually just tell you how I do it, because like I'm not interested in in doing this anymore. I'm I'm trying to change it because it's just not worth it anymore for me as as an employee, as somebody who's doing this for a while.
All right, now we're not gonna watch this whole video, But I'm just gonna point out some things that I may not get to in the video. Now you just heard him say he's not gonna keep doing this. Later in the video, he talks about how much money he's making. But you just heard him say he doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't know. I don't understand what would make him not want to do it. Now later in the video, you're gonna if we get that far, you're gonna hear him talking about people making threats. He never really got into why the people were making threats. I don't understand why he would be threatened, because he's gonna claim Kendrick Lamar team ran off, and they didn't give him all his money. So why are they making threats if they got over on you? I don't understand why they would be threatening you. They the ones who didn't pay you.
So there are many ways to do it, and one of the ways recently you've been able to do it. So what you would do is you could actually set up a bunch of fake phones, let's say Samsung devices, because device does matter, and what you're viewing it on, it can all be seen by Spotify. So what you would do is you want premium accounts. So like free plays, free trials, those don't work. So what you would do is you would get a gift card, you would set it up to a bunch of phones. And phones, I mean, like you could emulate them. People can make fake phones off computers and servers and devices and computers and laptops.
Okay, that's true as well. You can do that with the laptop or with a computer or with a server. If you got a laptop, you can create a server on the laptop. So that server could be anything that you want it to be. It could be a phone, it could be another laptop, it could be, anything that you wanted it to be. So that's actually smart.
And you would pretty much just replay that so it looks like it's a play, and you play it for at least a minute of the song, or you could do the full song, and you just have it going in the background thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So
all right, do y'all understand what he just said? So basically what he's saying is he would get on his computer and make virtual phones on his computer, or he would buy a couple of phones and integrate them with the virtual phone. So he will be using real phones, probably cheap phones, and he will have phones on his computer, laptop, whatever the case may be, and he would generate these devices however he want to set up the devices. It's up to him to do that however he want to do it, and he would just constantly play the song on these devices thousands and thousands of times. So he will have some automated to where, not like us, it's just playing over and over and over and over and over again.
So you can't do it all at once, because obviously it wouldn't work like that, or it's too much, or it's just really not possible. That's why people like to do plays slowly, and they do them at a certain time, at a certain rate. But yeah, what you would do, so to do the premium method is what people have been doing recently, is you would get like a gift card or like a prepaid or something. You would sign up for a free trial with it, and then you would connect that card to multiple accounts or different cards to multiple accounts, and you would get it playing in the background. So the phones are technically on a premium trial, and they're actively listening to the song for more than 45 seconds, and that would count as a play.
Oh, okay.
And it also depends on where they're based.
And see, all you got to do is play the song for 45 seconds. So that's pretty quick. That's if all you got to play the song for is 45 seconds, and you have a continuous loop set up, and you have multiple devices, and you're doing this all day over and over and over again, yeah, that can generate a lot of fake streams. I mean, you will have to be doing it around the clock. These devices will have to stay on overnight and just be streaming over and over and over again. And I'm sure it's a way to, when you create a virtual phone, it's probably like an emulator of some type, and you could probably have multiple phones connected to one emulator. So when you play the song on the main device, it will repeat that to multiple devices.
Out of as well.
So there's not actual phones, like in some big server or data center, you're saying that people are using like these emulators to kind of like mirror phones, and then having software, which would be Spotify or Apple Music, run on them playing song A, song B, or song C at a certain rate, right?
Yeah. So like
So that's the same thing. If any of y'all have ever had like the Game Boy emulator or the Sega emulator on your phone, you know you can play it basically turns your phone to a Game Boy or a Sega or whatever. That's the same type of technology that they're talking about here. You can do that with anything. You can do that with a regular phone, you can do that with a tablet, you can do that with anything.
in like a long time ago, like before phones and computers were big things, what people would do is they would have, you know, you've probably seen videos. They have walls of phones, like the Samsungs, and they have people in like in India or different countries just playing the songs on all those walls of phones, right? Like that's how you used to be able to do it because it's technically a real stream.
Yeah.
So they would have those farms, those phone farms. But nowadays they have emulators. So it's like a Samsung emulator, an iPhone emulator. You could pretty much make a fake phone on your computer. So imagine that, but you just multiply it by 10,000, 15,000, couple thousand, and then you just do that for the streams every single time.
Okay,
So
and see, that's kind of what I was saying before. You can hook if you do it if you create a phone emulator on your laptop or PC. You don't have to sit there and set up every single one. Once you make one, you can multiply it by 1,000 or multiply it by 10,000, and it's gonna create 1,000 copies of what you just created. What the emulator holds, it will just keep copying it. So that's how you can control it from the main one, and whatever song you play on the main one, it's gonna play on all the other ones. And if you hit on the main interface, if you hit repeat, it's gonna repeat on all the other ones.
oh yeah, you could pretty much make a fake phone and they work as real phones and they technically count as phone streams because you know you could play it off Safari or Google Play Store or something in that realm and it technically counts. And it also depends. You could change your servers. So if you want your phone to be emulated from a certain location, you could change the geolocation on it. You want it from Las Vegas, you could have it Las Vegas. You want it from Chicago, New York, so it doesn't get detected. So it looks like it's a US based stream and a US based country.
All right, and there you go. You can with certain things that can manipulate your IP address, you can make it seem like these phones are scattered all across the world. Or at least, no, excuse me, all across the United States. It's going to look like it's phones getting these streams in every state, in all states. But that's not the case. All right, it's an emulator on a laptop, and it's in one place.
Okay, so let's put some tangible numbers on this. If someone wanted 6 million fake streams, how many emulators or phones would you need to set up to kind of run that? Let's say over, they wanted 6 million fake streams in 30 days, right? Say it's a
Yeah,
bigger artist.
that's very reasonable. That is like usually the amount of days it would take to do that.
So how many fake phones or emulators would you have running playing these songs, like, you know, obviously fake playing them or playing them for real, but they're being played on these virtual phones? Well, like how
Yeah.
many?
So it also depends on like let's say the company's budget because it does cost money to do it. This isn't like a free thing. People are like, "Oh, you could just well anybody could do it." No, the thing about these companies is they have bigger budgets. You know, there are servers you have to pay for. There are things you do have to pay for the emulators, you know. It's not free to use like these softwares. You can't just make it. You can't just make a phone. So it really depends on their budget. But in like theory, you could make unlimited, but it's just really not possible. So let's say you wanted 30 million streams, you'd want at least like 14,000 to like 28,000 devices running at once and just have that running a day. And then those you could make more, you could add less, you could do whatever you want. But you
That's what I said. You could kind of make it to whatever you want. 10,000, what do you say, 20,000, 25,000, 15,000, something like that. That sounds correct. That's about the amount, you know, if you have an emulator hooked up and it's covering, you know, that many phones and they're all playing at the same time, you could definitely generate a lot of streams doing that.
you also have to make it realistic as well. So you for a fake stream to count and you want it to look real and you don't want it to get flagged, you're not just going to say, let's say, okay, I want this song to have 1 million plays. You're not going to do exactly 1 million plays in one day because that's just unrealistic. And that's also 1 million devices. So what you're going to do is, let's say, oh, you want 1 million over a week. You're going to have 15,400, some random number, 1,438. You're going to have that you're going to have that plays that amount of days. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of confuse the system as well.
Okay. So all right, and obviously it's probably way more complicated, but you know, in the interest of time, let's get to some of the also things that people would care about. So what would that cost? Say 10 million streams. What would that cost?
So for me on my side,
Yeah.
10 million, I would probably charge like $3,000.
3,000.
All right, now what I heard from somebody is that's not a real price. What I'm hearing in the research that I done, that was a red flag, one of the red flags that made me think this could possibly not be true, because that's very cheap. That's very that's very cheap. That many streams would probably be significantly more than $3,000.
$1,000?
Yeah,
Oh,
but the thing is,
what?
That's my cost. So let's say somebody wants to resell my service, which they usually do, which my service is resold all around. People put it on sites, you know, people could post on Instagram, hey, you want streams? Hey, you want this? Hey, you want that? So they would upcharge it at whatever cost they want.
Okay, so maybe they upcharge it to 8,000 for 1 million streams.
Yeah, and then they make their cut, and then I'm still making my money. But it really just depends on who you're talking to and who you're using. So let's say I want to do streams for this person, but they reached out to me directly. I'm not going to tax them. I'm going to give them the cost so they come back to me. Let's say another person, an A&R, reached out to me for an artist. They're going to give them a tax price so they make money.
Now, I've heard about that, right? So I've heard about the guys who resell the services, but you're saying you're like the source or one of the sources that usually they're reselling your service.
Yeah. So I mean, my service is resold, and
so basically he's gonna charge you $3,000, or he's gonna charge somebody $3,000, and they're gonna put whatever they want. You know, these are people who's in the industry with him. These are people who work with him. They're gonna put what they want on it, and then they'll sell you his services. So he'll get his money, and they'll cap off of it.
And the thing about it is, I don't work for a certain person. I don't work for a certain company. So I'm not going to, you know, like tell people, no, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to buy that. No, I'm not going to help you do this. No, I'm not going to help you that. Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to me and it makes me money. So I have no bias. I've never worked for somebody because I liked them. I never worked, you know, didn't do work for somebody because I hated them. So it's always just coming back to me because people like my service. That's pretty much it at the end of the day. I'm not doing it to make a profit either. I mean, I'm doing it for work. It helps me make money, but I'm not going to go out there and tax somebody.
Okay. Well, I mean, you are doing it to make a profit. You're just saying you're not.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
overcharging.
Yeah,
you're not. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to overcharge.
So the obvious question then jumps in. Why come on the stream? Why blow up your own business? Because listen, if somebody finds a lick, they're gonna run that shit into the ground. They're not gonna be, because you're damn near pretty much a whistleblower at this point now, right? Like you're.
So yeah, he's fucking up his own business potentially by telling this. You know, this is something that the labels don't want you to know. Obviously, artists don't want you to know. If this is true, if this person is being honest, then he's kind of he putting his own business out there, and he's fucking up his money flow by doing this. But we heard him say at the beginning of the video, he claimed that he wasn't going to be doing this anymore because he just wasn't comfortable with the situation that he was in. Now we're gonna get into how Kendrick comes into this. All right, I'm just doing this to kind of start off slow and show and speak on the actual action of generating fake streams and how that's done.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be people from Spotify that's watching this that's now going to be probably hitting their programmers and developers to do different things to try to, you know, detect fake streams, because you're giving an explanation now. Why fuck up your own business, your own possible bag? You could have been in the background collecting money.
It's because I'm being threatened. Honestly, that's the only reason I've even come on the stream, is because I'm being texted every day. I'm being spammed. I'm being threatened. People are trying to tell me they're going to kill me. They know where I live. Certain artists.
I don't know if I believe that shit either. What do people want to kill you for? What did you do that make niggas want to kill you? He ain't said shit that made me believe somebody want to kill him.
Are reaching out to me saying they're threatening to kill me.
Okay. Well, then now the obvious comes in. You basically said that you're being open and honest and even coming out to say everything you're saying now, because you're pretty much kind of done with this. Are you at the point that you're down to reveal who you've worked with, songs you've worked on, and are you trying to be a...
Now look, he's at DJ Academics is asking this, but you know, he spoke to this person before. All right, look at DJ Academics' background. His background is the cover art for Not Like Us. All right, so he already know where this conversation is headed.
As transparent as that.
Yeah, so I'll tell you who I recently worked for. Other artists, I still have very good relationships with them and their label and their managers.
Okay.
So there's certain people who I would never do that to, out of respect. But the most recent song I did do all the bots for, well, most of it and the marketing was Not Like Us.
All right, there you go right there. Let me know if y'all think it sound like he lying. I can't tell if his voice kind of sounds like he's not sure about the things that he's saying, but that could just be how he talk. I don't know this person. I've never heard him speak before, I don't think. Unless it is the Pat CC nigga.
Now, a lot of people are going to say that's fucking cap. Like, you know what I mean? This is a song that people are playing outside. This is a song that's going around. I have it on here on YouTube. It says 80 million plays. If I go to Spotify and look it up, I think it says over 100 million plays, or actually 200 million. Actually close to 300. Let me look it up.
Okay, now he's saying that to basically say this is an organic song. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not a song that people would associate with bots. You don't think? I mean, it seemed like an organic song. It seemed like a song that people naturally liked. I don't even understand why they would need bots for this, but he goes deeper into that in a few.
Not Like Us. I think the argument here is going to be, it says 343 on Spotify right now, 343 million. They're going to say, bro, Kendrick or Kendrick's team, obviously I don't think Kendrick's doing it himself, you could explain. He doesn't need to hit you up to fucking go figure this shit out. He could just, like, the song is hot already, right? Like, why the hell does he need you? To be honest, you're gonna have to give a little bit for people to actually believe that you're not fucking just lying.
Right. Because
I mean, the thing is, like, again, you know, you could ask around about me. I'm not biased. I haven't, you know.
Nigga, no, we can't ask around, or maybe DJ Academics can. I didn't find shit about you, dog. So him talking like people just know who he is, nobody knows who this nigga is. It's 12:30 it's 30 minutes past midnight. This information dropped earlier today. This stream happened last night. So if he was somebody who could easily be contacted or found out, we would know by now. I ain't heard shit about this nigga. Nobody has said something. Everybody who's reporting on this, they all have the same information. Nobody's saying nothing new. Nobody is saying they know who the person is. Nobody is confirming the shit that he's saying. Everybody's just dissecting this video because there's nothing else of him anywhere else on the internet besides people saying it's the Pat CC nigga.
Done this to fuck him over. I don't want to fuck him over. I don't want to fuck anybody over. But early on, when the song first dropped, it wasn't him. I'm not gonna say he reached out to me himself because obviously he didn't. It was definitely somebody from management. They wanted me to do 30 million early, which fed into the rest of the views because obviously it was going to be a hit song either way. I like the song. You want me to be honest? The song is good. Like, it's a hit song.
Hey, sir. We, again, we're at the point where we're putting out public information. Could we also divulge names that we could verify even later? Who reached out to you on behalf of Kendrick?
I mean, I have payment proof, and I will DM that to you as long as you won't expose it right now on stream. And
man, that's not fucking proof, bro. A picture of your bank account or a picture of a Zelle transaction, nigga, that could be edited. That's not fucking proof.
In front of everybody, but I will send you all the proof, all the receipts, and everything.
Okay.
Because there are certain things that I want to keep myself safe at the end of the day too. But
bruh, if you know how to make emulators and bots and generate streams, then you probably know how to edit pictures. All right, just even if this is a lie, you didn't do this. The fact that you know the process, you probably know about computers. You probably know a little bit about computers or a lot about computers. So you saying that a picture of your Zelle screenshot is proof? Nah, nigga. You probably know how to edit pictures and shit too. And I'm not saying this man is a liar. I'm just saying, you saying I got evidence, I got receipts, but it's just a picture of numbers, nigga, that's not proof.
I want to independently verify it. Hold on.
If DJ Academics was in front of you and he scrolled through your phone and seen it, that would be different. That would be different. A Zelle transaction is a receipt. But a picture of a Zelle transaction can be altered and can be photoshopped or manipulated. So that's not proof.
I'm gonna put in this call. Well, you know my Instagram name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can either send it in here or send it to me on Instagram.
Okay, let's get to Kendrick.
Well, if you did some shit on the song, which we still got to talk about, and you
I also
got
have
paid
that
for the
proof as
song,
well. Yes.
Why are you
mad? Because I haven't got paid my full amount that I was promised.
Break that down. So somebody reaches out to you for 30 million streams. What'd you tell them? How much money?
So I was actually promised so cuts as well. So I was promised payments after, but up front I was promised 5K.
Okay.
They told me it was for a big artist. Promised 5K up front.
Okay.
They sent me 2.5K, and then I was also promised after the song performed, I was also gonna receive a little percentage of the song, so points on the song.
All right, that sounds like a fucking lie. That sounds like a fucking lie. Nobody's giving you credits for marketing a song. Nobody's giving you credit on a song. Nobody's giving you royalties for marketing a song. I've never fucking heard of that in my life. I've never heard of a situation where the person who is marketing the song gets royalties, gets a part of the revenue of the song. I've never heard of that shit, ever.
Okay. Now, you're talking to somebody that's not industry dumb. Put it like this. My voice is on Push-Ups by Drake. I don't have percentage of that song. I would look like an idiot, and I'm pretty sure Drake would just block me if I said, give me percentage on the song. Now, you're a digital marketer.
Yeah, this is like my full-time job.
Engineers don't even get percentage of the song. Why?
Right. The person who brings the record to life don't even get points on the song. And you heard what DJ Academic said. His voice is on Family Matters. He didn't get a percentage of that. Why would this dude?
Why is this the first time someone's promised you percentage on a song? Labels are stingy, rappers are stingy. They're not gonna give you percentage. They might give you a little fee, but they're not giving you percentage of the song.
Yeah, and they told me, they said after everything was done and after everybody was paid out is when I'd be paid the rest of the money. That's what I was told as well.
Who are you speaking with?
I don't really want to say who that is, but I am DMing you right now. They also, the reason they did it is because they also needed that song to win. I mean, I don't think he did it. He said he needed it. I just think they were competing with an artist who's big. Obviously, Drake is a huge artist, and they just needed to win. They needed that win, and they maybe needed the extra push, and they thought they needed it, which they probably would have won either way. I'm not biased, like I'm saying. They probably would have won without the streams. But they did it as a scapegoat just in case. It was their insurance.
Okay, give me one. I'm trying to figure.
All right, man. That's believable. But listen, man. That's fucking petty money. The amount that he claims he didn't receive from Kendrick Lamar camp, that's fucking petty money, man. $10,000, $15,000. Why would they not pay you that? That's not a lot of money for them. Didn't Kendrick Lamar just buy like a $20 million house or something? He got $15,000, man. Why would he run off with $15,000 after you done did your job? After they completed the mission. You heard him say right there, they did this because they wanted to win. Now, let me pause the video for a minute and let me get into some shit. Look, if this is true, right? That's a good strategic move. This is a strategic thinking media platform, so we're going to talk about it. But this, to me, this goes to show how bad Kendrick Lamar wanted to win. Not only how bad he wanted to win, but how he understands how big of an artist Drake is. He needed Future. He needed Metro Boomin. He needed A$AP, right? He needed all them niggas. And the nigga needed Bias. And the nigga needed Bias. That sounds believable. Now, do y'all see the dilemma here? Do y'all see, as we're going through this video and we 42 minutes in, do y'all see how some of the things he's saying are believable? Some of the things that he's saying make sense. But some of the things that he's saying doesn't.
Figure out. You said you sent it?
No, I'm sending it right now.
Okay. So, you didn't think it was a little bit odd when they're like, "Hey, we're gonna give you percentage on the song"?
No, because people usually like to pay me after too, which I'm okay with.
All right, y'all see how he just avoided that question? DJ Academic specifically said, you don't think it was funny that they offered you percentage on the song? This nigga said, nah, cause people like to pay me afterwards anyway. Nigga, he not talking about the time frame that they're paying you. He's specifically talking about getting points on the record. He didn't say shit about when you got paid. Why are you avoiding that question?
Because I've been doing it for a while. So when I work with bigger artists, they want to see the numbers.
How long have you been doing it if you're a kid? How long have you been doing it? Since you was 12?
First, they want to see how it works. They want to see what they're going to get from it, what they're going to profit, how it's going to look, how it's going to, make them look as an artist. So I usually take payment after. So I do take payment up front just as proof.
Okay.
But usually I let them pay me after or whatever they want to.
Okay. All right. So you got 2,500 up front, and then you were expecting another 2,500, I'm guessing, and then
I was expecting another 2,500, which I never received.
Bruh. $2,500. Kendrick Lamar camp don't got $2,500 for you? That's hard to believe.
And then after that was a percentage. And I've been doing this internet stuff for a long time.
Mhm.
Like, there's videos of me on YouTube. My voice is recognizable. There's
Is it? I don't recognize it.
certain people who know me from, when I worked with certain streamers.
Now,
And
now, chat.
yeah,
I also want to contextualize what some of this means, right? This is what percentage on a song means. Like, if he was supposed to get percentage, well, obviously we could be talking about on the royalty side, or we could be talking about publishing. It would be probably odd to give someone on digital marketing publishing, but let's say on the royalty side, which,
Nigga, it would be odd to give somebody on the marketing side either one. That sounds like a fucking lie.
oh, I'm guessing Kendrick is distributing everything through PG Lang. I don't know exactly how it's routed, but let's say he has that control where he could just make those calls, or maybe his team can make those calls. 1% of this song for what it's going to be worth is going to be at least, it's going to be tens of thousands, if not $100,000. Like, you do know this,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
like
Which I mean, I'm
1% of this
usually
song
paid a
over
lot.
time. So 1% of this song over 24 to 36 months is, so that's 1%, right? And
Yes, sir.
that's, by the way, for people, I like to try to educate, some of the people who don't really know about the music industry as well. Like, this is what people talk about: points on the album or points on whatever. Points usually mean percentage. So when somebody says they're going to give you points, right? Like, usually like, hey, you have a point on this particular project, or
Man, that don't even sound realistic, man. Whose idea was that? Yeah, we gonna give the nigga who run the bots for us a percentage of the song. I can't even, that don't even sound right. That thought process don't even sound right. The words coming out of my mouth don't even fucking sound right.
obviously would be this song that's worth six figures over time, right? Because like, I mean, shit. I don't know if you've ever been to this website, but his daily double, like, the song was making like 300,000 a week. Like, I don't even gotta pull it up, but with 300,000 a week every week, and it's been out for like 8 weeks. It's still gonna continue. Then we're not even talking about some of the publishers. Like, there's so much money being made from this song. This song is probably gonna be grossing $10 million at least. Okay, so this is gonna
Yeah.
be a very lucrative song.
In other words, they're not splitting that shit with you, boy.
When you were told that you were gonna get points on this song, you said this never happened before. Were you a little skeptical?
No, because I usually give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, maybe they just don't want to pay me up front, or oh, maybe I just didn't really think it through that much.
Nigga, stop saying that. Stop saying they just didn't want to pay me up front. I get what you're trying to do. You're basically saying, well, they didn't want to give me all the money up front, so they giving me some on the back end. Nigga, the prices will be completely different from a flat rate versus the points that you get on the back end. Though the back end money gonna be way more if you get points, nigga. Answer the question directly. Points on the back end is not the same as a regular payment on the back end. If I tell you I'm gonna pay you $5,000 to do something, I'm gonna give you $2,500 now, and then I'm gonna give you $2,500 later. Versus if I say I'm gonna pay you $5,000 to do something, I'm gonna give you $2,500 now, and I'm gonna do the song, and you get points on the song on the back end. The points on the song that you get on the back end are gonna be way more than $2,500, nigga. So answer the questions correctly.
Which I probably should have done now looking in the future. But I mean, like, hey, they have money, their big marketing team, the artist
Right. That's why they got $2,500, because they're a big fucking marketing team.
has money, everybody has money. So I was like, hey, it shouldn't be an issue. I'm okay with them paying me after.
Okay. Were you certain? Were you? By the way, where am I waiting for the DM from you at? Did you send
The
it?
message?
Yeah. Did you send it?
It said I had to invite you to a chat, so I just sent a period to your DM.
Okay. Yeah. I see it. Got you. Okay.
And as long as we could just keep that name private, but keep it between us,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Okay. Now, are you dealing with someone who is related or in PG Lang, or are you dealing with someone who maybe PG Lang works with? Because that's also very important.
Someone who they work with.
Okay. So this isn't, for example, Dave Free. This isn't, for example, his manager. This isn't, someone who would be verified within PG Lang who would be like, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. This might be a third party who they use to market songs.
I actually did get reached out to a third party, and that's when I ended up getting connected with the actual people, and the payment was from them.
Okay.
But yes, at first I was reached out to by a third party saying, "Hey, we can make some
The people. Who are the people, nigga?
money on this deal. They want this." And then also check your Instagram DMs.
Okay.
And again, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm not on anybody's team. I'm not in favor of somebody. I'm not here to pick and choose.
Okay.
And even after this, if you want to call me privately and I'll show you everything and I'll explain it more in detail with names.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna be looking for that. Okay, I'm gonna be looking for the confirmation of this. I wasn't even sure that I wanted to do any content on this because it just sounded so weird to me. And like I said, there hasn't been any new information about this person. Everything you see on the internet about this is about him is from this live stream, this DJ Academics live stream. There's no other information about this person that I could find anywhere else. Nobody else came out and confirmed it, or at least acknowledged it as something that could be true. It should be other people in the industry who can vouch for this person somewhat. He said earlier, people know his face, people know his voice, people know him on the internet. So ain't none of these people gonna come forward and corroborate your story?
And like, there's certain people I don't want to bring up as well. But this is my way of ensuring that I'm going to be good. You know what I mean? By just saying something at least.
Okay. All right. Now I'll tell you guys what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna show it on camera. Obviously, I don't want to betray his trust. This is a bank statement from. Well, not statement. This is a video of him being in his bank account, and him showing that on May 6th he received a Zelle payment from, and I won't say that person's name,
Thank you.
but it was for $2,500. Now, when did Not Like Us drop?
The person is Anthony Soleil, I believe, and I think he gets to that later. But just in case we don't get there, the person is Anthony Soleil.
That's important to. Oh, actually, I got it right here. It's May 4th.
Yeah.
So you got paid 2 days after.
Yeah, I got reached out to. It was May 5th afternoon, and that's when they were like, and I will send you also receipts of that as well. Me being reached out to by the third party and then being paid by them. And they actually told me, they're like, hey, we can make some money on this. They just did this drop. They want to just push it. That's how they worded it. They said we want to push the song. We want to make it look like a crazy hit, and we want to go crazy, and everybody wants to get paid. Okay. So I'm saying, fine, yeah, that's cool. Let's do it.
Could you send me that as well?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And by the way, chat, again, this guy might be witty with fucking software, but it does look like an actual bank account, and there's a name that I recognize that I won't say. But
yeah, and the only reason there I blacked out a little bit right there is because it is
okay. Now that's a little bit more believable. If he sent him a video of the dude actually scrolling through his phone to show you information in real time. All right, that's a little bit more believable.
Is my first name, and later I will, if you want, I will call and screen share with you on FaceTime or whatever you want, and I would scroll out of the app, I'll log in, I'll click on it, I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Okay.
And it wasn't for like a crazy amount of streams either. That's what I'm saying. It was just for an initial push.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not responsible for all the streams. I'm not responsible. He has a hit. It did good. It's an amazing song. It's very catchy, and that's why everybody likes it.
Okay. So
But
let me
I'm
then
just
ask
saying
you
they need
this.
that initial push.
So it was 30 million streams, but on what platform?
Spotify. On the thing about it is Spotify is the most bought, like, like easy to bought platform. And a lot of people know this, and it's it's been around for a while. It's no secret that people bought.
Is it
A lot of people bought, a lot of artists bought.
Is it?
Yeah, that is a common practice. He's right about that too. And Spotify is a company that, again, I heard kind of turns a blind eye to that. All right, you could come into Spotify and buy plays. They're not gonna care. As long as it look like you hot and they making money, they don't care. They'll let you buy it all day. If that's bringing in the money, they'll let you do it.
Easier to bot than like say YouTube or like Apple Music?
So the thing about Apple Music is you actually can't bot Apple Music, and anybody
Really?
who works in this industry will tell you you can't,
Why not?
because their platform isn't a free platform. It's not free to use.
Yeah, but you said that the accounts that y'all are using for Spotify is
Yeah,
premium,
they
which is paid.
actually ended up patching that. So you used to be able to do Apple Music the same way you're able to do Spotify.
What do you mean?
But they
Explain.
actually patched out. Like, you used to be able to do the fake gift cards, the fake streams that way. But they actually made it so you can't. They have the best security when it comes to bot protection out of any streaming platform. YouTube, there will forever be bot.
That is why Apple is dominating shit, because of that. Apple is like that with every aspect. You can't even plug Apple products up to a lot of shit. You have to buy Apple connectors or Apple TV. So that does make sense.
Bots, because it's paid. It's free. You don't have to have an account. You could be a guest and you could watch a video and it will count as a view. Apple Music has been able to crack down on it for the longest time. And for Spotify, it's a 30-day free trial. But for Apple Music, you have to pay, and you iPhone user, etc.
So Spotify is just easier. Spotify got more options. Spotify has a 30-day trial. Apple Music don't got no damn 30-day trial. As soon as you sign up for Apple Music, it wants the money right then and there. So with Spotify having a free trial, you can run up the streams for them 30 days and then cook it and make a new account and do it again.
Okay, so it was 30 million on Spotify.
Yeah, only on Spotify, nothing else. I have nothing to do with YouTube. I have nothing to do with Apple Music. I have nothing to do with Shazam or any of those other platforms.
Okay, so this is gonna be the sticking point that I'm gonna be confused about. This song is gonna make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Why the hell would they fleece you out of? It appears that it's like maybe, let's say, $5,000, and I know they, whoever told you points on the song, but they could have probably just gave you another 10, and you could tell me if they gave you 15,000, would you have, like, why did it get here?
Yeah, because I literally I lost money. Like, I paid out of pocket to pay for the streams, and I didn't receive money. That's the only reason. Like, if they paid me, I would have kept my mouth shut. Like, I obviously I'm not gonna say anything. I do good business. People do good business with me. I'm not gonna say anything. That, again, I don't take sides. I'm not biased. I don't care who it is.
All right, that's smart. At this point, with that remark, that was a smart remark, and I just don't understand. So basically, what he's saying, 2,500 to just a small amount of money is the reason that he's doing this. I don't know.
How much
I
you
don't
lost?
really know.
How much money you
So
lost?
for me, I did come out of pocket about like close to $10,000,
Okay.
and I did use some of it. Just that 2.5, I did use it. It did go to that cost.
Okay. And so why didn't they pay you then? The rest of the money?
I still don't understand. I don't know why to this day.
That sounds like a lie, man. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but we gonna wrap it up right there. I may continue because I think it's
That's
it doesn't really get any deeper than that. That's basically the premise of what's going on. Okay, Kendrick Lamar and his manager paid this kid to generate streams for them, generate 30 million streams. They ended up not paying. So now he's exposing it. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this, man. And we also know that we got a Juneteenth concert with Kendrick, and Kendrick is shooting a video in Compton for Not Like Us. And I'm also hearing it's going to be a Not Like Us remix, okay? This is what I think Kendrick is going to do, all right? Because having a hit song, a hot summer song, where you're singing about pedophilia, I don't know. That's just kind of weird. I don't know how long people are going to rock with that. All right. So what I believe is it's another version. It's a, he still got the hook, but it's a different one. It's one where he's just, rapping. He's not talking about Drake. He's not talking about any of the allegations or anything like that. It's just a regular version of the song. That's my opinion. I don't know for sure. I don't even know. That's just my opinion. But people are pretty adamant and they seem pretty sure about the video being shot Saturday. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap this up here. We understand what's going on with the bots. If this is true, there will be more news in the next few days. All right. And I'm gonna keep this series going because I know for a fact it's gonna be a while before this beef is over. So I'm just creating a concentrated place to dissect it and to keep track of every movement moving forward. All right. So we're gonna pause this here. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure it'll be more information. I'm waiting for more information about the video because the video is coming. All right. So when the video drops, it's just more flames, more fuel to the fire. All right. Kendrick probably listen, and I'm saying that this could be a possibility. The remix could be the single to his album. I'm gonna say that again. Not Like Us remix. I'm expecting like a clean version, or a version that's not revolving around Drake. If he comes out with that, if that's the version that we get this Saturday, then that might be a single on Kendrick's album. All right. It's very, very possible. And if he's just dissing Drake all throughout or not even dissing him, but it will be dissing. But if he's taking subliminal shots all throughout the album, then I'm here for it, man. All right. Urban AI, urban artificial intelligence, man. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate everybody who jumped in the chat. Salute. I'm going to keep track of this. I'm going to keep my eye on this situation. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know, do y'all believe this person? All right, do y'all believe this person epic? Do y'all believe that Kendrick ran off with the payment? I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you for watching Urban Artificial Intelligence, where we turn artificial intelligence into our official intelligence. All right, we didn't use it today, but we use AI to gain more information, gain more knowledge. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, going live every day until I get 2,000 subscribers. 1,800 subscribers now, over 2 million views. Hip Hop News, strategic thinking platform. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.